Yo, it's Jesse. We got to a job site. I don't know if you can hear that or not. Look the code up, it's an injector. You rev it up, it gets a little louder. It sounds like a piston fuel knock. So it's freaking muddy. I drove like 3 or 4 miles. We still got to drive that way with a skid steer because I can't get my truck back here or turn around. So we're gonna try to get things going. I was got my scan tools, one of my scan tools. Got my truck somewhat clean yesterday, but we're gonna go ahead and get unloaded and meet the customer real quick. We're kind of behind this morning. So got the clean windshield, but we're following the customer now. He is the NRCA, where they go in and do fire breaks and cuts a bunch of stuff, and then that way it's more habitat for the animals and stuff like that. So we're coming in cutting rolls, or I don't know exactly, but he's got it fire braked off right through here and over here. So we're fixing to go in and talk to him and see what we got to do. But there's a lot of rocks right here. I mean, it's a big one. I don't know if I can get over or not without. We're just gonna have to get out. So we're gonna go talk to him real quick. All right. Before I could tell you what I was gonna do and how I'm gonna do it, it's been logged probably, I think he said his dad done it like 30 years ago or something like that. So they came in and controlled burned it, so they had to do a perimeter with a dozer, and it is absolutely rough in spots. So the NRCA, I think that's what he said, or what their name is, I could be wrong. They come in and control burn, and then they'll pay to get mulching done, kind of thin roll or whatever they call it. There's a lot of technical names. So the spec is 40-foot cuts, and then, it's 15 foot wide and 40 foot like gap in between them. So right now everything's sticking to these dang trees, man. It's hard to mulch this stuff up if it's not going to cooperate. But so right now we're just coming in on the property line and then cutting the roll. This is going to be the straight path, is what he's wanting, and then he's wanting to put curvatures in the other ones from the other side. So right now I'm trying to cut some trails in, or cut a straight path right now, but it's been logged, so I'm finding a lot of logs, and it's cutting in a different direction at times. So right now I'm just trying to get some of this material cut, that way I can show you what I'm going to do. It's kind of wet too, so it's just a freaking show right now. But I'm trying to cut it straight. They said something about planting food plots. never seen it, so let's come back out. See, I got my trail cut right here, but it's at an angle and it's going more towards the opposite side where I need it to go. I'm going towards the property line. Property line's this way, so I've got to figure out how to cut this at a better angle. So right here, all I can do is just come in because he said he's going to justify to them why I cut it that way I did once they see it. It's going to be 3 mulchers width, which is about, I think this is 15 foot total. This is about the best spot right here to cut because everything else is, dang, that's up big. I'm trying to get it where I can clean it up, that way I can see if I'm going straight or not. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm hitting some stumps as well, the really tiny ones. I need to get in there and kind of clean the sides of it. I think he said just come in and just drop it. And he said he don't really care how it looks. He just needs a 15-foot wide gap, but I need it to look good so that way I can see where I'm going. And it's really, 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 really lumpy as well, so I'm going to go ahead and cut that because it's right my way. It's ugly. It's a little crispy. Alright, so we pushed a pretty good bit. Some spots is way bigger than 15 foot. Got some chunks back here. Got these going. I was looking at the property. We're about halfway because it goes right there. We're going down because this is where our camp, or his camp setup is right there. So So we're about halfway. I got a bunch of big stumps. I just uncovered one. I was like pretty sure that was a stump when I hit it. I mean, that's a big one. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come in and take this out, take this pine down. It's pretty thin down that way. You can kind of see it back there where they came in and burned it. I'm not sure what these trees are. But they mulch easy. This is definitely a stump in, so I just went around it, kind of pushed this way. I'm gonna take this out right here. Just keep on pushing. I'm trying to keep a good distance because you can see the field right there, and then you can see it back here. That's a big mound up there, like a slope. So I'm trying to keep that way they can't see what's going on over here, but a little bit they can see what's going on over there, I guess. But it'll start growing back. But cut this trail back. We're only a couple hours in. I mean, this stuff's thick. It's hardwoods. That lower side was a bunch of brush, but we'll come back and back drag all this when we come back. So what we'll do is we'll cut 15. We'll say we're 40 foot, probably a little bit more in some spots because I'm going around. 40 foot, then 15, cut, mulch, and then do another 40 foot and cut in. But we're gonna kind of cut some sways in there. So the machine's cooling off a little bit. That's why I try to do, let it run. But we're gonna go ahead and start back. We'll get a little bit of time lapse right down through here because this other stuff was rough. So, but I think once we go that way, it's more thin. The density is real thin versus this up here, because most time when they do logging, they stay 15-20 foot from the property line. There's a bunch of stumps there. I'm glad I went this way. on it. Let's see, the other one. This one's nice and level. The other one kind of goes up on a slight, I don't know, like a hill, or it's just more mountain, I guess. This is nice and level. He's got a cornfield for the deer we'll be running into shortly. So right now I'm just cutting a trail, that way I can see where I'm wanting to go. It's really thin material, it's not really that hard. Joe, but we just got the spot cleared out. I had to go on the other side. He told me if I hit the corn, it ain't no big deal. That way I can kind of clean the corn up, edges up. Kind of seeing where I cut a trail, but right here there's a look like somebody came in with a backhoe or something and dug a hole. I don't know why or how, but the thing is there's no dirt there. There's no dirt mounted up anywhere. It's getting a little rowdy. You see the trees and the kern getting all lopsided. So we're gonna check, make sure there ain't no naders coming, and but I still need to get my time in because today's Saturday and I gotta work tomorrow as well. Check the weather out real quick. Spool the old head down. The machine's finally at 3,070 hours. So I think I picked this thing up when I had like 24 or 2,500 hours on it. So I put about 500 hours on it with a lot of problems stacked on. Let's see, I ain't got no good service. All right, let's check it out. Let's see. Come on. I think we're right on the bluff anyway, so we should be fine. Come on. It's not even gonna show me anything. I was hoping it'd let me know something, but it's alright. Supposed to have some thunderstorms and stuff like that. The customer's still here, so we'll go talk to them real quick, see what's going on. All right, so with this tent, it's a lot darker, but it's coming to monsoon right now. I told the customer I was going to sit here and keep on going, but I mean, when it's monsooning like this, it's hard to mulch because I can't see. But I don't know how long this is supposed to last either, so I'm just going to sit here for a minute or so. Probably another 5 minutes, because I figured it'd be like a passing by storm, but it's obviously not. So I was hoping to be 10 hours in today, and right now we're like almost 8. So awesome. But anyway, we're going to sit here for a few minutes, see what we can do. If it's supposed to be like another hour, so we're just going to load back up and go home. Or say load up, but because where I'm at, it's middle of nowhere, and there's several property owners hunting lease land. So people are just coming in and out. So I'll have to park my skid steer somewhere. All right. So after that hour-long thunderstorm we had, I took a nap, and then well, I dozed off for a few minutes, and then big thunder right at the end of it. It's loud. It sounded like something exploded. It's probably my truck or something. But we're gonna keep on going. It's pretty wet, really nasty. Just this is what I was afraid of. But we're gonna keep on pushing. We got just about right in there to be pushed out on this one. We're like 3 in. See, three passing this new one. I ain't decided where I need to get turned around. There's another dug spot. I don't know who keeps digging, but I'm trying to get it turned around. So this is going to be a little bit fatter width right in here. But if I can just get in here. Cut in about 4 trails. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5. I think we got 5 cut on this thicker stuff. There's a lot of hardwoods, and it's taking me a little bit longer because the knives are a little shut down. When you hit some hardwoods and stuff like that. And it's really sandy too, so that it kind of sandblasts the teeth a little bit. But we're fixing to make our way back to the truck. We probably got like 4 miles to drive back towards the truck. So I'm gonna fill it up, blow it down the best I can with it still sticky. So we'll get here in the morning and sharpen the knives a little bit. We're gonna go look at a small little job in the morning. So we worked 10 hours today, so we fixing to make our way back. Here's the second spot we gotta go. This is all this little corner. I think it's got corn edges on it too, so the way I can figure out where to go. We'll go talk to the customer real quick, and we'll be heading to the truck. All right, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna leave this here because this is a big old intersection. I mean, it's middle of nowhere. It's muddy. So, I mean, you can see how much mud this is gonna have to, it's going to be washed. I'm not even gonna try to blow it off because it's pasty. So, see all the old 450 is gonna be slinging mud because it is 10 times muddier than it was this morning. So, since yesterday, because it rained. So now we're going to get out of here. You can see the water standing, but yet, little apple or something. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and fuel up, and then we're just going to leave it here. Because I mean, I left everything unlocked. All my tools are, the doors are unlocked. So, nobody stole nothing. So, but anyway, we're going to go ahead and take this, but I also have a battery key, so I'm gonna go ahead and take it too. That way I ain't got no worries. And then the coolant leak, I fixed it, was the behind the, you can kind of see that right there, behind the oil filter. It had a the drain cock valve was leaking, so I fixed it and replaced it as well. So we're going to get all this stuff out, wash it up when we get done with it. So we're going to go ahead and get it fueled up, get the ramps up, and head to the house. We'll be here in the morning. So we're back today, this morning, trying to clean this back up. You can see where this is where yesterday where I ended. It was really wet. Material was stuck down in the grass or the dirt, and we only like a few more passes. So the reason why he's wanting to cut into the burned area is it's all planned out, and there's a reason why everything's done like it is. It's the NRCA, I think that's what he was stating it is. So they go in, contract, burn, and do all kinds of stuff for the environment. So it's pretty cool. So I was just coming back in and smacking some of the chunks that he had, a bunch of debris that I left, I couldn't see. So he's really liking, he said he just wants sunlight on the ground. So he said it don't have to be pretty at all. So, I mean, I'm just kind of leaving it somewhat chunky because some of the terrain is not wanting me to do it. So, coming back in, kind of cleaning up some of the chunks. I think I gotta clean this other side to the cornfield. I just want to at least get it started. I got probably one or two more passes, probably two more. pretty much he told me to go down this way. I don't want to, let's see, I don't want to cut down that way and then the deer have a way to come in and out through here. He's trying to keep his deer on his side, but I'm gonna have to walk this. Man, I really don't want to, but you can see something's coming down through here because it's got like a little path down here. I can see it, but you probably can't. So what I did is I cut next to the corn. I did cut some of the old corn that was dead, but I thought about going in and then just kind of curving it so that way. But I also got to figure out if it kind of goes at an angle, because I don't want to start cutting down this way and go the long way and then end up for it, because he's trying to stay 40 foot so that way he'll have a barrier. So I thought about just coming straight in here and just cutting straight down, because it looks like it goes this way, but it actually goes down this way. So because its depth is deeper than it is over here, because I could see literally the growth from the logging. So I may start right here and just go down this way at an angle. We'll probably be able to get about 5 or 6 in, but we only got about 6 hours left since we did 10. I did extra half hour yesterday, so probably just going to go through here, but I'm going to go down that way and just check it. That way I know for sure that we've got the depth. That way I can either go down and around or this way down. So that's what we got. So I don't have much footage left, so I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I can get a good start and then go from there. quick. Did her 6 hours. Get that cleaned off real quick. Dang. This top side had a lot of oaks, a lot more harder wood than I was hitting on this side. A lot of pines, a lot of junk. It's very rough terrain. I was only able to get 3 passes on this one just because it's so long and it's so thick. So I came in here, kind of looks a little rough on the front side, just kind of, because everything is like this, and just cut pass down through there. It's a little chunky. The knives are shredded from hitting rocks, and the ash stumps curls them up really quick. So I cleaned up around this corn a little bit. There's a bunch of stumps. See, right here's ash. That thing's hard as a rock. Oh, hey. All right, so the customer was there when I cut the GoPro off. We got talking a little bit, but we got, what the heck? How's that open like that? Something else to fix. But anyway, so I'm gonna strap the GoPro. Might strap it on the front, because this is probably like, feels like miles and miles. So we're fixing to do some more off-roading. Got the Bluetooth binders on, magnets on. It's airlocked on there as well. And 450 is fixing to work again. But I didn't go, I went down, well, downish, upish, but not like it was yesterday. I didn't even have it, well, I had the magnets on and the air is holding it down. So let me figure out where I'm gonna strap this. That way I can show you the journey out, because it was still like probably 2 miles that way, 2 or 3 miles that way, and it was rough. So these don't have suspension, but I'll show you the out.